So we're back.
We are back at the Austin pod. It's been a while. Anthony has been gone in New York.
Yep, I left like right after you left.
That's wild. Didn't you get stuck in the airport?
I was the day.
The day?
Yeah.
When CrowdStrike,
Yep.
ended for everybody?
So
How did that go?
I had a flight at, I think it was like 5:40, and I was going to get back to Austin around like 9:10.
Yeah.
And all day, they didn't say it was delayed. They didn't say it was canceled. I get there. I sit there for like an extra hour, and then they eventually are like, it's canceled. And the worst part was they took my bag, so they said, you can pick it up in Austin. I go, but I need it now. I'm in Jersey.
What? They just took your bag?
They just took the bag because they said that's the only way we do it. You can either like put in a ticket that there's something wrong and they could have it sent back to you, but I'm eventually going to come back to Austin. So they sent it to Austin. I had to call Jeremiah, my friend, and be like, can I stay with you? The next flight wasn't for 3 days. So then I'm thinking, like, I got to get back for work. I got to do some stuff.
You're like, I'm busy.
Yeah.
I'm booked and busy.
So I literally went there. I had to pay $100 for an Uber because he wasn't there to pick me up because it's like an hour from the airport.
From where you were staying?
Mm-hmm.
New Jersey?
Well, I was at the Newark airport, which is like 30 minutes to New York.
Okay.
But from where Jeremiah was living, it was like an hour. So that was another thing. And then we had to take a trip to Target so I can get underwear and socks and a shirt and like, because all I
and
had was like
toiletries.
And I'm somebody that likes my things.
Yeah.
Like I have like melatonin for when I sleep.
Yeah.
And yeah. So yeah, I had to go do all
My
that.
nightmare. So you stayed an extra 3 days.
And then luckily the next day I was able to move it up a day.
Oh, okay.
So I stayed 2 days.
Okay. With a friend, with Jeremiah?
With Jeremiah.
Oh, okay.
And they have a baby too, so like in the morning the baby woke up and was like crying.
No. You were like, I did not sign up for this life.
I know. So were you or you were good?
Yeah, I was not mixed with
Okay,
that at
okay.
all. But seeing it like on my phone, I was like,
I'm like, only me. That's
dude,
how I felt.
that is the worst luck.
Yeah.
I felt bad for everybody. And the Austin airport, every time I go there, I feel like I'm rolling the dice because things have just been kind of bad lately there,
Yeah.
like with lines and consolidating. TSA pre-check now the line is out the door. And I'm just like, how do I avoid this at all costs? But that took out everybody that day.
Everybody. My little brother was coming to Austin. He's here now again.
Again?
Again, yeah.
We just saw him.
I know, but it's because his girlfriend's here.
You're right.
So he's like taking advantage of that for 2 weeks to see her, and then he's back to college.
Oh, okay.
But his flight was canceled earlier in the day, and I was like, "Sorry, buddy, I'm still going to the airport." And then my got canceled later.
Oh, oh, poor thing.
Yeah.
Delta or?
I was United.
Okay.
United.
I think it's funny that everyone got screwed except Southwest Airlines.
I know. I saw the funniest TikTok. You ever see that where it was like everybody waiting or they're canceled, and it just showed them like taking off with the Spanish music in the background.
Dude, I am a Southwest stan.
Yeah.
Like I have loved them since I started traveling. I don't know, years ago, and people do not like them.
I've never done Southwest because I've just got scared to do it.
Because you don't like the open seat concept.
Right, you have to just get in line or something.
Yeah, but as long as you're there, early-ish, you'll get the seat you want.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
And is it like when you get there, you can pick your seat, or is it you literally just have to get in line at the gate?
At the gate. You
Okay.
get assigned a position in line.
Oh, okay.
And then as long as you're before 30, you'll be fine.
Okay.
Which is pretty common.
Because I didn't know if it was people rushing to the plane to
No.
be like, no, I want that one. I want that one.
No, I actually love the open seat concept, but people are just like, no, I want to know where my seat is and not worry about it.
Yeah.
And but they are taking that away. I don't know if you saw the news.
Oh, no, I didn't.
They're literally getting rid of it because
Wow.
so many people don't like it. That's probably why you never booked with them, right?
Exactly. So they probably do lose some business.
Yeah. So now they might gain business. I was kind of sad. I was like, y'all were different.
I know.
And now I'm like, all right. But I still love them. You get free snacks too.
Oh.
Anyway, glad you're back. What did you have all the cocktails there? And now you're like, oh no, I'm back to this.
Yeah, because I was in New York for 4 days. We had some events for the Whiskey Boys page that I have. And part of it was us just hopping around the city trying to find some good whiskey bars. What I love about these trips, these pay trips, which I don't feel like I get in Austin, it's all local stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Is they treat you really well. And they have like brand
Yeah.
ambassadors for like the liquor brands. And they're like, we're going to just show you around the town and pay for everything.
Wow.
And the first night was fun because it was just me and him and we were trying to figure out where to go. But I was thinking, man, I miss Austin. New York's cool, but like it's not as cool as I remember.
Really?
That's how I felt at first.
Oh, okay.
Because then we're like looking on Google, we're not finding good spots. And there's so much that it's almost overwhelming.
Yes.
But then the
100%.
next night, the locals that were the brand ambassadors there were like, just come out with us.
Oh,
And then
hell
they took
yeah.
us to like this fire cocktail bar. They took us to a dive bar. They took us to this place that was playing house music that was like down an alleyway that I didn't expect. The sound system was incredible.
In Manhattan or Brooklyn?
Brooklyn.
Wow.
Yeah.
Is that where you were staying too?
Yeah, we were in Williamsburg the whole time. And they paid
Oh,
for our
dope.
hotel. It was like a fireplace.
What was the hotel? You're like,
WYTHE, or it's like, I think they said it was the
Okay.
white.
oh, okay.
I thought it was like with, but that's the wrong way of saying it.
I wouldn't know either.
Yeah.
That sounds sick as hell.
So then the next morning, I'm like, I love it here. I don't want to leave. Yeah, like I completely changed my opinion on it.
It's so nice when you have like people who know what the hell they're
Yes.
talking about.
I was like, I need me here.
Yeah, yeah. People ask me that sometimes if they're going to like, I don't know. Someone was like, "Who is the Portland, Oregon version of you?"
Yes.
And I'm like,
Exactly.
I don't know. Like, I can't help you there.
Yeah.
But yeah, and I feel bad when tourists come to Austin and they, you do the obvious Google best places to eat or drink in Austin.
Yep.
And whoever has got the best SEO is going to be at the top.
That's true.
But it's not always where the locals go.
And it's funny. I've been thinking about changing even my content recently because sometimes what we post is just whatever opened recently or what we've been invited to.
Oh, yeah, true.
And then I think about it. If somebody comes and they go, well, what's the 5 best places I should go? I'm here for a weekend. And I'm like, if they look at my page, they might not even see that. I'm like, I haven't
Yeah.
posted Nickel City in 7 months.
Yeah, true.
So I've been I'm thinking about adjusting it more recently where I'm like, I got to keep my favorites like at the top of my feed.
You could add a highlight.
True. Yeah. Put them like in that area or something.
I think I try to do that. I used to have guides when Instagram guides was a thing.
Which are great. I think they were great.
I'm so pissed they got rid of that. Like
You were good at that. I remember that.
I was because
Yeah.
people would text or DM me all the time, and I'd be like, "Here you go." Like I even had a bachelorette like places to go because I
Oh,
get that a lot
yeah.
from people who don't know what the hell's where to go here, and now I'm just like, ugh, the struggle. So you still don't think you'd ever like live there?
The only way I would live there is, like I said, I have some family out there. If I was like pushed to be near family one day, then I would want to live in a city still, like Philadelphia or New York. So I would consider that. But right now, I still think I'm going to live in Austin forever.
Yeah.
So
I hook 'em. Yeah, it really is the weather of winter.
Yeah.
I know you agree. That deters
Yeah.
me from living anywhere else.
And you felt the same way because I remember we talked about it on one of the previous podcasts. Like you had a good time in New York,
Yeah.
but still, it's like
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
But I've been a Texan my whole life, so it's
Yeah.
harder for me to move, I guess, and like uproot my whole system.
That's
But yeah, the heat does get to me here though. Although we have had a mild summer.
I know. It's funny because it started off really hot,
I know.
and then
It
now
came like
everybody's
that.
like, now it's nice. Yeah.
Yeah, we're like 84 degrees, and I'm just like, we are
Yes.
close to fall, baby.
Like, where's my rain jacket?
No, literally, I felt a breeze today this morning, and I was like, ACL is almost here. I was just like, I can't
You're like-
wait. That is like the best version of myself,
Yeah.
I feel, because,
I mean, I think October's like my favorite month.
it's the best.
Yeah.
Something to do every weekend.
Yep.
Love it.
So cool.
I don't know if this happened while you were gone, but it was announced that the Michelin guide is coming to Austin.
Yep.
People were freaking out. And do you want to say what your tweet or thread was? I
Yeah.
thought that was
Because
really
I was
funny.
like, I wanted to be original because I saw so many other people were
It
like,
was original. I laughed.
yeah. So I was just being funny. I'm like, are we really going to listen to a tire company about where we should go eat? Which we know Michelin is a beast at giving recommendations, and they have the best spots. So everybody should know that was a joke.
Yeah. But when you really like look into the history of it, it really did start from a tire company.
They just put it like in their magazine.
Yeah.
Or-
And I'm like, how did this become the like where to go to the fanciest, nicest
know.
restaurants in the world from a tire company?
that is really wild to me.
They must have had a marketing genius on their team. I've been to. Have you ever been to any Michelin places?
I don't know off the top of my head. Probably in New York at some point, but
I went to Singapore and looked up a Michelin place because they're not all like super fancy. Like this was like a food stall somewhere near like I don't want to say Chinatown, but like 'cause
interesting.
I don't remember the name of the area, but it wasn't like a fancy restaurant.
Yeah.
It was like a cheap order at a food stall type.
I didn't know that. I thought they were all like fancy restaurants.
Me too. And that's why when I saw that, I'm like, oh, so you don't have to be shelling out the big bucks to be
Yeah.
in the Michelin Guide.
That's pretty
And that's
cool.
why I made my own. And the places I said were like KG BBQ would be up there for me just on taste alone.
Sure.
I put Otoko. Have you done any omakase sushi
No, I
yet?
need to do it.
I feel like they really like care about the craft of their sushi and everything that goes into it, and the owner is just such a pro, and I feel like they could have a chance at being in it.
Okay.
But
Who's the one that owns Pasta Bar? Because I did Pasta Bar.
I could see that too.
Yeah,
because
and he was a Michelin star chef
yes,
somewhere else.
I think at either his sushi, I think it's a sushi location in California, has a
think so.
Michelin star.
I think so.
So I'm like, if the same chef came here and does the same thing here, why would it not get it here?
Exactly.
I don't see why not. So I could see that happening. I didn't include them in mine because I thought that's like a easy dead giveaway. But
True. That's a good point.
so we'll see. It would be exciting because Texas doesn't have any, but at the same time, it made me think like, all right, getting into these places is gonna be a bitch now.
That's a good point. I mean, the food scene here really is impressive, and I feel like it doesn't get enough credit, especially what's opened in like the last 10 years. Obviously, we've always had gems throughout history, but the new places opening, I always say Red Ash. I just love them so much. And
I still haven't been there.
really?
I literally had a reservation for my birthday last year, and then the fire.
Oh yeah,
happened.
yeah. And then they were closed for like 6 months.
Yeah, and I swear it's because I got a reservation that they were like, anyway, we're gonna set this place on fire.
Yeah, set another reservation.
Dude, I gotta try again, but it's hard.
I know.
And
It's,
then,
it's like 2-3 months in advance you have to do.
yeah, and then when word got out, they were open again. Everyone booked.
Yeah,
I'm like,
exactly.
okay. People said they might get one, but do you think they would?
I don't know if they're that level.
You're like, it's not that good.
Yeah. Because also I don't want to overhype it and people try it and they're like, okay. Because I'm sure it's like one of those places where if you get the right dishes, you're going to be blown away.
Yeah.
But you could order some weird stuff and be like, oh, I don't like that much. I don't like this. You know what I mean?
Yeah, true.
So me, though, I got the steak and like one of their most popular pasta dishes.
Okay.
And I was incredibly blown away.
Like comparable to Italian you've had in New York?
Like almost.
Almost.
Like, oh, it was like right there.
Ugh.
But the steak, so like steak, I feel like they should be able to do that, and they did. It was one of the best steaks I had in Austin.
It's not a steakhouse, right?
No, but they had
Okay.
like just one on the menu, and that's my favorite
okay.
food besides like pizza.
Okay.
So I was like, okay, cool, let's do the big.
Is it the number
bone
one
in.
steak you've had in Austin?
I think it might be.
Really?
And you'd be surprised, another place just relevant, because I went there with Jeremiah. We had a cigar on their rooftop, was
Ooh.
Bob's Steakhouse.
Oh, is that a chain?
I think it is a chain. I know they're in Dallas,
Okay.
and I'm guessing
okay.
a few other spots. But it's weird because it's like a really old school steakhouse vibe. You go in and like people are wearing suits and it's dark.
Oh,
So
they're
you
like
feel
doing business there.
Yes, 100%.
Interesting.
And the rooftop's actually pretty nice. You get like city views. You can have a happy hour with cocktails. And I didn't, we like cigars like rarely, but every month or two we'll like have a cigar. And it's one of the only places in Austin that you can have a cigar somewhere.
Really?
Yeah, we have like no cigar lounges.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's. I guess as a girl, I just don't look for those places. But I've never heard of one. Is there any other ones, or is that the only?
I know like places like 7 Grand will let you have a cigar on their back patio.
Oh, okay.
And they even sell some,
think I've
but
s-
you
yeah.
have to do it outside. And then it gets too hot, and then you're like, I'm not going to smoke a cigar. It's
Yeah.
sweat.
Ew. That sounds stinky.
Yeah. But like I feel like every city has something where there'll be like a cocktail cigar lounge and inside with leather seats.
Yeah,
And we
true.
don't have something like that downtown Austin.
Interesting.
So if any business people with a lot of money want to do it, I'll promote it. You open it.
I know, no, literally. You're like, please invite me. What else? Did you see Chuy's got bought out?
I know. I want to ask you your opinion on that because I love Chuy's.
I love Chuy's.
So I'm a little nervous.
I'm pissed.
And I want to throw out a funny story. It's by Darden, right?
Yeah.
So my first job, well, not first job, but like when I was 18 to 21, I worked at Olive Garden.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So you know Italian food.
Yeah, exactly. The best Italian in the world. And they're owned by Darden, and they own Red Lobster and a couple other places.
Oh.
Which is funny because I feel like those places are struggling.
Are they?
I
Oh,
thought
Red
they
Lobster because
were.
it closed.
Yeah.
Or it went bankrupt or something.
So maybe Olive Garden's doing well, but I just thought that was interesting. I hope they don't come in and make Chuy's not feel as authentic or, I don't know, like true.
I just have noticed any like Texas or Austin company that sells to a bigger brand name, the quality just changes.
Does it?
And I'm not
See?
saying it always changes for the worse, but when I get used to a certain way and I enjoy it and then suddenly it changes, then I don't want it
Yeah.
anymore.
I would be like that.
Like I feel like Waterburger is different than from when I was a kid. Amy's ice cream.
It's
People
changed.
Yeah, they got bought out. People love Amy's, and I just am like, it was better when I was in college,
Yeah.
and I don't know why.
People are going to hate me for this. I do not like Waterburger.
Hot take.
It's a hot take.
Oh,
like,
wow.
I'm a P. Terry's boy.
Oh, yeah, we do love P. Terry's.
Yeah.
Where does In-N-Out fit in that?
Ooh, last time I went to In-N-Out, I was like not impressed. Like I'd rather, when I first had it, I remember thinking, oh, this is amazing. I'm so happy it's in Austin.
Oh, you had it here for the first time?
No, I had it in a different city. I can't remember where.
Cali.
No, it wasn't Cali. But I definitely had it somewhere else. And I was really impressed. And then I had to get in. I felt like the fries were dry. And I'm not going to lie, like my favorite chain or
For a burger?
for burger is Five Guys.
Oh, Five Guys is really good. I forget it exists, though, because they don't have a
We got, like,
drive-thru.
no drive-thrus. And there's like one in South Austin.
Yes.
Yeah, and there's one north.
I need a drive-through. But yeah, I do think the quality of Waterburger has gone downhill because they also sold to a bigger name.
Yeah.
What year did you try it? Do you remember? I wonder if it was like after they got bought out.
It was like, I think it was like 2020.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Did you even try the like, what is that other one people love? The like barbecue chicken with the toast.
No, not
Okay,
yet.
you've only had the burger.
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe that's what my boyfriend orders, so I'm like, maybe that would be better.
I could see that. And also, I think I've gone when it's like 2 a.m.
Oh, well, if you don't like it at 2 a.m. when you're drunk, then you
True.
might not
That's a
like
good
it
point. It's like-
sober.
Yeah, which way, I just sometimes think they probably just are leaving out like the meat and it's dry, and that's probably why.
Oh, maybe.
But you might be
I
right
see what
too.
you mean.
Yeah.
Have you ever had their breakfast?
Yes, that was actually pretty good.
Okay.
It was with the honey butter.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Gross. Well, it's not gross, but random story in college. There used to be a Waterburger right by the Drag or Guadalupe. And after like a frat party, everyone goes there, like just naturally at 2 a.m. And I went and I guess I was buzzed and I was like, can I get a honey nut chicken biscuit? And the lady started laughing at me and was like, honey nut? Like, what's on your mind? And I was like, what?
Oh, no.
Is that like gross to say?
I don't think so. But it was probably funny, like, in that moment, with like it being late at night.
But like, think about it. Honey Nut Cheerios is a thing.
Exactly.
So I'm like, why is Honey Nut chicken biscuit?
I mean, don't
Why does
ask
that
me. I
sound
could
gross?
probably make some jokes about it. I'm not going to do it.
Well, I know like what she thought my mind was at, but I was like, no.
yeah.
Anyway, it was embarrassing
funny.
at the time.
And they're probably just like messing around at work, so they're just trying to laugh at whatever they can,
I mean, yeah, they were older people and a bunch of college kids coming in like, can I get?
Exactly.
That's
What's the place is it Sandy's that everybody goes to after ACL?
Is this a hot take? Their burgers is not good.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think I've got a lot of people that actually think they're great. Like they'll DM me that, and I
They're liars.
yeah.
Like, I'm gonna get hate for saying this maybe, but the burgers are so dry. Like every time I've had one, and it sounds so good because you look at it, it's like an old established place, and then you get the burger and you're just like. And one time I did a live on Instagram, like, trying Sandy's for the first time. I'm so excited.
Oh no.
And I bit into it, and I just remember being like confused.
Yeah, like all the hype behind it.
Yes, and I even had DMs responding, and were like, "Girl, you look like you did not enjoy that." And I was like, "Oh no."
Wow.
But I will say they do have good ice cream and custard,
Okay.
which I would go there for that.
I am a big I've been like trying to get into more ice cream spots in Austin.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I mean, I've got
I feel like you do know all the
Rex out the
spots.
wazoo for that.
But before we change the subject, I do want to ask you, if you could just pick one burger in Austin, what are you picking?
Oh no.
I know.
This is hard.
It's so hard.
Like, do you mean like
We're having this conversation right now.
no? Just kidding.
And it's like, I was talking to my little brother because he got to try a couple places. Jeremiah got to try a couple, like we did NEDC.
I know that's your favorite.
It's so tough. I mean, I really do like Golden Tiger too.
That one is good.
You know, and I think with NEDC, the only complaint I have about it, which I really like them. So if you're here, try it.
Let's say
it's-
our complaint at the same time. 3, 2, 1.
You're gonna say price.
No.
Okay, decadent.
Oh, really?
It's like the Wagyu is fatty, so it's so like I can't even like almost
It's heavy.
finish it. Yeah.
I say too much sauce.
Okay, I'm a big sauce guy.
Okay. I love sauce, but I'm like, it's falling apart.
Gotcha.
The bread is coming apart, and I'm just like,
That's also probably the reason that it's like so decadent. Like
yeah.
I almost couldn't finish one the other day.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's a double patty too.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's a big burger. That's why I got a couple DMs about it being so expensive. And I'm like, it's $21 for fries and the burger.
And 16 just for the burger.
Yeah.
Right.
So I'm like, that's not that bad when you look at it as in like, one, it's a supply and demand, so people
Right.
are willing to buy it.
Right.
2, it's Wagyu burger, so it's not just like some
I
regular.
heard that's like a buzzword though.
So it kind of is, because there's 2 types of Wagyu, which is like Japanese Wagyu, which is the legit stuff that's really expensive, really special. And some people might be mad at me for saying this, but then there's Texas Wagyu beef, which is just not the same as Japanese.
Right.
And it's not.
That's
I've
the
had
buzzword.
those steaks, and yeah, they're completely different.
So
they're
Texas
probably getting
Wagyu-
Texas Wagyu beef.
Just means
It's like they do the same things that the Japanese people do to their cows, but it just doesn't come out as well. It's not as impressive. I don't know. They don't feed them the same stuff.
yeah.
They're doing their version of it, and yeah,
And that's what Not a
pretty
Damn
sure.
Chance does.
pretty sure. I'm gonna feel bad if they do get the Japanese, but
I
doubt.
don't think
yeah,
they
Yeah, I don't think
do.
they do either.
I agree. It's great either way, but it is hard for me to finish one because, well, number one, it's falling apart in my hands, but
Yeah.
very decadent. I do think it could still be like $4 cheaper.
Sure.
I think my favorite burger, and I hate, it sucks because my favorite burger they're just a pop-up right now.
Ooh.
Big Uglies.
Big Uglies is great.
They're so good. And they recently gained such popularity that I noticed their burger went from $10 to $12, but it's still worth it to me.
Yeah, that's a reasonable price increase.
Yeah. I used to love, sorry to continue the burger conversation.
No.
But I used to love Holdout Brewing. Their burger was so good. But
I've never had it, but I want to try it.
I had it like a couple months ago and it didn't hit the same.
Really?
Yeah, I was disappointed. And I do love Holdout Brewing. I think their beer is so good. And they have actually good food. And if you want to go somewhere for brunch without a line,
Yeah.
they have a
'cause
decent brunch.
They have the place,
Yes.
Better Half.
Yes. Better Half, the line is so long and the wait is kind of long. But Holdout Brewing, literally my friends got in line for Better Half. And I was like, I'm going to Holdout.
Oh, hilarious.
And I got served first. And it was amazing.
Wow. I just came from Meanwhile Brewing,
Oh, I love that place.
but I was dropping Jeremiah off at the airport. So we were like, where can we stop and grab some food?
Oh,
so
smart.
I had side eye pie,
Oh,
which
okay.
was delicious pizza. I think it's one of the best pizzas in Austin, but probably like top 10, not top 5.
Okay. Have you had it before?
I had it once before, and I like barely remember how I thought about it the first time.
Okay.
But today I was impressed.
Did you have it at Radio or at Meanwhile before?
I think it was at Meanwhile.
Okay. I recently found out that their pizza at Meanwhile is Neapolitan style.
Okay.
But if you go to Radio, where their other location is, it's New York style.
Really?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. They do something cool called pizza flights.
Okay.
Where like you can get a slice of each of their pies and just it makes a full pie.
That's so cool.
Yeah, I was like, that's so unique.
Yeah,
More
I love that.
places should
I
do
want to try
that.
the other one now because I'm like I said, pizza is probably my favorite food.
Okay.
So it's tough when there's not that many.
I know. I'm like, you're kind of screwed here.
Yeah.
Now that I already said this last time, but when I went to New York, I was like, wow, it is way better here. We cannot replicate this.
It really is. And then also the access to food late at night is different there. Like they had
Like
pizza
more
places open until
options?
3 a.m.
Don't we have that?
I mean,
Rapolo's, Hoboken, Stoney's.
are you going to name any good places?
Stoney's is pretty good.
Yeah, I was going to say Stoney's. Hoboken is like,
Not
that's like a drunk place. Yeah, when you're.
Yeah, well, Rapolo
And
is
they're
not
supposed to be Jersey pizza,
good.
which is. Yeah.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Is it not? Tastes like it? You don't want to say.
But Rapolo's, I mean, I'll say, people comment all the time saying how much they love them.
I mean, they were there for me in college.
Yeah.
But
Have you ever had dollar pizza? Because
that's on the
UT,
drag.
Yeah.
I have. It wasn't there when I went to
Okay, because
UT.
when I was working at Wells Fargo, there was a girl that went to UT that worked there, and she was like, "That's my favorite pizza." And
How
I go
old
there
is
all the
she?
time.
18.
19. But it's also dollar pizza, so it's literally like.
All
yeah.
right. Well, you gotta go and try it.
I'll
for me.
try it. I'll try it.
I'm like, I don't know if I'm gonna make the trek out there.
I
Parking
know.
by UT is also kind of annoying. So
And I think I just saw an article that like Bufalina, is that how you say it? Bufalina, Bufalina?
Bufalina.
Bufalina?
I'm pretty sure.
Okay. They were ranked like one of the best pizzas in the U.S. in an article.
Oh,
And I
it
was
is
like-
really good.
So yeah, I thought that was interesting that
Have you
we
been
have
there?
a place here. I think I got it to go once, but I can't remember. It was like when I first moved here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I want to try it again now that I saw that.
I do think they're good. They also just opened a second concept where Bufalina is Neapolitan style, and now they opened Palm Pizza, which is New York
Yes.
style.
So all my friends have been telling me that's like one of the best they've had.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm so skeptical.
Have you tried it?
No.
Okay.
But I'm going to.
No, I've had 3 separate people be like, "Have you had Palm yet?"
Were they New Yorkers?
No, but they were like Michigan.
I don't trust it. No, I'm just kidding.
You
I'm
might
kidding.
be right. You might be right.
I'm just
Because
kidding.
honestly, I don't say it too much on my social media because I also don't want to like announce that I'm originally from New Jersey. But people would be like, "I know pizza, and that place is good, or that place isn't good," and I want to respond so bad and be like, "I'm from the mecca of pizza, so I know pizza."
You should be proud of that.
I know,
Like, I
but
do
then
trust
just-
your opinion on pizzas. Literally everyone is coming out with a pizza concept lately. Paperboy,
Yes.
the brunch place.
I saw that.
Loudmouth pizza now.
That's going to be like at that corner, right?
Oh yeah.
Where it used to be like
don't remember.
I don't know, some restaurant that it's like near Paperboy if you like diagonally from there.
Oh,
That's gonna
okay.
be a
So it's
pizza
close
place.
by it.
Yeah.
That's smart of them.
So
yes.
it's across from Hillside.
Oh, okay. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I thought that was interesting. I'm like, another pizza place?
This must be like the cheapest food to make
Yeah.
because everyone's doing it.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Like, you know what I mean?
Unless it must sell.
And which it makes more sense for the place I'm about to say. I'm gonna pronounce it wrong. Loco Doro.
Okay.
Have you heard of them?
No, I don't think so.
They're a Italian restaurant in the Mueller area. They came out with Bambino,
Oh, yeah.
that new pizza place.
I'm dying to go over there because it's right next to my gym.
It is so good.
Yeah?
Yes.
Okay.
I was surprised because I've had a lot of mid pizza lately.
Yes.
Not to call anybody out, but Bambino, it was like a pleasant surprise. I was expecting not good, but it was really good.
That's amazing. I think the only reason I didn't go is like they have all the outside seating and it's been so hot.
We have inside too.
They do?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
I'd recommend going between 2 to 5 p.m. when pizzas are half off.
Okay.
Yeah, on a weekday.
Good to know. So I like this. We just gave burger recommendations and now we're giving pizza recommendations.
I know.
I mean, the other place I like is Favorite Pizza on West 6.
Oh my God, I don't like them.
Wow. Okay.
I feel bad saying that.
I like them. But I think like
wish
it
I did.
reminds me of like a cheese pizza. I think you have to get it fresh. I think if you
Maybe.
get it and you bring it home, it sits out for like 20 minutes and then it's
I
like.
ate at the restaurant. I did like the inside. Well, it was cute.
I do agree with that. Yeah.
Very
they have
cute
like, there's,
vibes.
like New York Mets or something in there.
Oh, really?
I think so.
It was very cute. I'm honestly kind of surprised they're still going
Wow.
strong because it's a very like interesting corner.
I wonder if it helps just being in that location with all like the partiers that just order pizza.
Maybe. Do they have a big ass neon sign too?
Yes.
That would help.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess I'm not in that area anymore, so I just assume I forget about that area.
Yeah.
Yeah. Any.
I'm trying to think if there's any other big ones. I mean, you got La Volta, which used to be.
Yes. They
like,
really do taste the same.
It is the same.
I know.
Just the owners were like, okay, you have that location, I'll have this. Let's change the name.
What is a Volta?
La Volta was. What is it? Or like.
What is it?
Oh, I don't know.
Okay, I'm like, what's a Volta?
I'm like, is it a car?
I don't know. We should Google that. Some Italian.
Yeah, what's the
word,
other
I
one
assume.
called?
Samataro?
Samataro. That's
Yeah. What's a Samataro?
What's a Samataro?
We don't know. When they first came on the scene, it was like everyone was like, oh my God, have you not been? And I finally went and I was like, it was pretty good. Like,
speaking of which, I know we're just like riffing about foods now.
I know.
But I hope this gives people some good recommendations if you're listening on where to go. I finally got to try Nixta.
Oh, yeah.
It was like the best taco I've had since living here.
The $10 taco.
So I brought my brother and he was like, I guess I'll just get one.
No, that's even me. And like, I have money, but paying $10 for a taco, and yes, it's a very good taco. He's a James Beard Award winner. I know why they charge that much, but it hurts my soul a bit.
Sure.
Like, I don't know if you knew this, but another food blogger friend of ours posted about them years ago and complained. It used to be like $8 back then, and he complained about the price back then, and they like roasted him.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah.
What did they? Do you remember what they said?
No, just kind of calling him out like what does he know? You know.
Sure.
And I get the price is like, but it is really good.
I know it's weird because the vibe there is like it's a relaxed taco place. You go sit on the patio.
I know.
But then it's like they bring this dish that feels like a fine dining dish.
Yes.
You know, so that's kind of like my justification is if you want quality over everything. I had the duck taco with avocado, and it was
that's their go-to.
I was like melting into it.
It's so good. I feel like which we've talked about this place before, but the place I go to when I want like fine dining quality tacos, but the price isn't as high as Nixta is La Santa Barbacha.
Yeah.
It's so good.
I really like them.
I love them so much. I just like I'm like part of me is like, y'all should get a restaurant because y'all would kill it. But then I'm like, don't, because I really like this cheaper price.
And I think they're doing Taco Tuesdays right now. So it's like half off or something really, really good deal right now.
Damn, they're so good.
So good.
And the best agua frescas like I think I've ever had. They're like fresh made. The juices there.
Incredible. I'm so white, so I try to say it this.
No, you're good. You're good.
I'm like,
I saw
burrito.
No, you're good. I saw on TikTok. This was 2 years ago, but people were calling them spa water. Like, and Mexicans like lost their shit.
No
they were
way.
like, "You are not about to whitewash our agua frescas."
Oh God.
But it faded, but it was funny at the time.
This episode is going to be called Burgers, Pizzas, and Tacos in Austin, Texas.
Literally. How long have we been yapping?
What did we start at? 2:30.
It's been like an hour.
Okay. I mean, do we have anything else we could like finish this off with? I feel like this was really good for recommendations for people.
Do you want to rapid fire like your top 3 July visits?
Yeah, that'd be great.
Okay.
Want me to go first?
Yeah. Because I'm like, where did I go?
I think I said a couple of these on the last episode. I will say the last 2 weeks I've been traveling, so I don't have as much to throw at people.
Oh, yeah, true.
But, you know, I went to Chalmers. That's going to be the new patio bar in East Austin.
Very cute place.
Yeah, I think it'll do well. You know, it's going to be, I think, even family-friendly and stuff.
I love how, well, we talked about this before, but their zombie cocktail, you can only have 2 of them.
Yeah.
I'm like, that sounds dangerous.
I know. And then I just went back yesterday to Dead Rabbit. This place is a hit. Place was full.
I want to go so bad.
Oh, you still haven't gone?
No, it's because it's like near Dirty.
I was wondering if that was going to be a concern. Like I said that, but it was packed yesterday.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, like the whole bar, like there was not even seats. There was people standing.
Oh, I bet. It's like, didn't your reel or someone's reel go viral for them?
No, I think mine only got like 100,000 views.
Still, like, they're like, you know, big name in New York, so I totally get
well,
it.
so that was Jeremiah's opinion. I was like, "Do you think this is going to work here?" And he said, "I actually think a lot of the tourists are going to go here." She said, "So they'll
Oh.
visit, they'll look
Yeah.
up one of the bars on 6th Street because they are right in Austin. I got to go to 6th Street." And then they're gonna be like, "Well, I don't want to go there. I don't want to go there. What's the nice bar? Oh, this place looks nice." So I can see
True.
that, and I will always have business from that. And then obviously locals are gonna be like, "Oh, it's finally our weekend to go out and have drinks," and then they'll stop there. So I could see it.
I guess if I lived downtown, I would go there as a local, but I'm such like I want parking.
Sure.
Like
I'm gonna give
what's the
you
parking sitch?
a recommendation, even though I shouldn't tell this on the podcast. Now everybody's gonna take it. But
He
there's-
shouldn't say this, folks. So this is secret.
Now,
What is it?
What if I literally was like, "Nah, you know what? Actually, yeah, I'm not gonna tell anybody." No, I'm
Wait,
kidding.
no.
So there's a Gold's Gym that I used to go to right across the street from it, like at the across from the Driscoll.
Okay.
And where you park for the Gold's Gym, it's like right in that parking garage that goes above it.
Uh-huh.
You just go in, swipe your card, and it tracks it. I've never paid more than like $15 in there. Sometimes I leave, it's like $3 for like an hour.
Really?
It's so cheap to park there.
At the Gold's Gym parking
Yep.
garage?
And you just pull in, there's always spots.
What?
And now if there's not spots, I'm going to know it's because. But yeah, that's where I went when we just went to the Dead Rabbit, which I will fight for them. I really think they're an incredible bar. And it was interesting because there was like a guy at the door that was like checking people before they came in. So I wonder if he's like,
You mean
I
their
don't-
bag?
no, like he just like opens the door for you, but then you have to go through like a little cloth thing, and
Okay.
then they'll like ask you, "Do you want to sit at the bar or a table?" And they'll help you. But I thought it was interesting because he like said hi to us first, and I'm like, I wonder if he's making sure nobody that's like partying too hard tries to come in.
Oh, that makes sense.
And he's like, "Sorry, we're full."
Did he check your ID? Is that his purpose?
I don't think so.
So because they're near dirty, I assume we're gonna keep out the like belligerent drunk people.
I think so.
That's so
Like,
smart.
"Oh, sorry, we're full today," because I couldn't see behind the cloth.
Oh, that's really smart
That's
of
smart,
them.
right?
Yeah, I would not want
Instead of
like
people just stumbling in and being
yeah,
like,
and like ruining it for everyone else.
yeah.
I love that.
Mm-hmm.
What is your like go-to drink there?
Frozen Irish coffee.
Really?
Yeah, and I'm not even a big coffee person, but
Oh.
it's so good.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but they have so many other like they're known for making great cocktails.
Yeah.
So that's what makes them special. Is like cool. They're an Irish pub that people are gonna like the food and they're gonna like the vibe in there.
Mm-hmm.
But actually, really, really good, talented bartenders as well.
Did you try any of the food?
Oh yeah, I went to that like opening friends and family night,
Right.
and we got like Scotch
Scottish
eggs.
Those
yeah.
look so good.
So good.
Ugh,
And then bangers and mash, which is like sausage over mashed potatoes with gravy on top.
love that.
Mm.
Do they do beans on toast?
I don't know.
I think that's a British thing.
I was gonna say yeah.
Yeah. That's my dad is British, so like I
Oh,
grew
okay.
up on beans on toast.
That's so funny. Is he like 100%?
Yeah, like accent,
Wow.
born and raised. and
That's
all.
wild.
Yeah, all my cousins from his side are like gingers.
Are your parents still together?
No.
I only ask because I've seen like you post when your mom is in Austin. and
I
stuff like
know. Oh yeah, I know. My dad never comes up here, but my mom is in San Antonio, and she's always down to come.
that. Oh, that's cool. And then I guess third spot, just to throw one out there, is actually went back to If You Know You Know, which is the rooftop at Austin Studio and
Yes.
Garden in East Austin. Really good view. It's not perfect. I mean, they could probably have some better cocktails up there.
That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah, but last night they had our friend Lena, who is a DJ, and
Mm.
the vibes were great with like a house DJ up top and like views of the
I
city.
love that. Oh, she's still DJing?
Yeah.
I love that for her.
Yeah, so she's been like growing, and I think to show my friend who was out of town there
Yes.
felt like a good spot.
What day was that?
Last night.
Oh. You've been out on the town.
I know, I'm currently hungover.
He says that at the end of the podcast.
Yeah, this is Pedialyte.
And I'm dead inside. Have you been to the bar in Cahoots downstairs?
Yeah.
What's it called?
Bar Mischief.
Okay. Is it cool?
Yeah, it's cool.
Like, great cocktail? I don't know anyone that goes there.
I know. I gotta spend more time there before I can give my opinion.
I never even see, like, posts for them or videos
Yeah.
or anything.
I mean, that location is great. It was a great addition to East Austin. They struggle because it's such a big spot that, like, Wednesday nights they want to fill it up, but there's not enough people out on a Wednesday night. But on Fridays,
Yeah.
Saturdays, and Sundays, it's popping.
I'm usually at Austin Garden, which was the most smart thing they ever did there.
Yeah, I agree.
That place used to have some of my favorite food trucks. so then it became like an empty lot for a long time. And so
Mm.
this is like even better.
Yeah.
I do think it's funny though that they call if you know a speakeasy, and I'm like, shut up. Like it's literally like there's a big sign. It's a rooftop bar.
Yeah.
Like
I know, that's so funny.
it's a speakeasy.
The only thing about it is like you just don't know where the door is, and then once you're in there, you're like, good.
Yeah. I'm
Yeah.
like, people are so funny.
Yeah. So
Okay.
what do you have?
I'll be quick. I went to a new coffee shop called Cafe Corazon. It has latte flights
Saw
paired
this.
with cookies.
That looks so good.
Another food blogger posted about them. It went viral. So when I went, I was like, like, I want to go, but are y'all sure you want me to post about it? And
That's how I feel.
yeah. And they were like, yeah, like we're loving all the attention and it brings in business. So I'm like, okay. And I didn't even, you never know what post is going to do well.
Yep.
But then mine did really well too. And they are like slammed every weekend now. So if anyone's listening to this, just wait a bit and go to Cafe Corazon. It's so good.
I actually want to go, and I'm not a coffee person. 'Cause it looks so good.
It's very good. Very tiny though. So yeah.
You're just like,
Well, no, I mean the place is tiny.
Oh.
Like it's got like 4 seats
where's it
inside.
located?
East MLK.
Okay.
So a big like spot for like UT kids to walk over to.
Oh, interesting.
I think they're gonna kill it in the fall, even better.
Okay.
And this morning I went to a New York breakfast sandwich food truck. Eggman. It's so
It's
good.
so funny because when I was at Nixta, I was with my brother and his girlfriend who goes to UT, and she's like, I just got hired at Eggman.
What?
Yeah, she was like, will you come visit me? And so we're all going to go there and try it.
Wait, maybe I met her.
Yeah, you probably did.
Does she do social or does she actually like cook?
She just, no, she's like one of the like cashiers or whatever. It's
Oh my
like it's
God.
a college job.
I
Yeah.
probably saw her then.
Yeah.
What a small world.
I know.
I met your boyfriend. That's iconic. Oh, and then
How was it though, by the way?
it was really good.
Yeah?
Obviously, I need your expertise
Okay.
because you would know. Do you like breakfast sandwiches?
I do.
Okay.
Yeah. Egg, cheese, and bacon or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm happy.
I mean, how hard can it be to
True.
replicate?
They say
though?
the bagel is the big thing. Is like,
So it's not a bagel though.
okay.
It's just a sandwich.
Oh.
Breakfast sandwich.
Okay.
Is that not
So
a
then
thing
that
in New
shouldn't be
York?
hard to do. No, bagels are the big thing in New York. Like bagels and pizza.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
That's hard to replicate. And then this, I was mentioning to you before we started, but Busy Signal.
Yes.
It is I guess you could call it a speakeasy. It's really a hidden bar behind a restaurant called Victory East on East 11th Street. And I just had like, not low expectations, but like, like nothing really, it's really hard to impress me lately.
Sure.
Like this year I've just had a lot of mid meals that like, I'm like, it was good. But like, do I remember it like
Yeah, exactly.
down the line?
Mhm.
Not usually. That's kind of hard for me. But this meal was like, everything tasted good. And my friends and I, they brought out a bunch of food for us. And we were like, oh, we're going to need to-go boxes. Like, there's no way
Wow.
we're going to eat
I
all
didn't know it
this.
was like a food spot too. I thought it was just like a cocktail place.
Yeah, so it's a restaurant and the bar's in the back, but since they're attached, they have like a smaller menu for the speakeasy,
Mm-hmm.
hidden bar, whatever you want to call it. And it was so good. Like legit the best lamb chops I've ever had, mac and cheese on point, wings, truffle fries, and like little slider fried chicken bites, which I was like, usually when I have those, it's dry, but it was so like juicy
Wow.
and tender. And I was looking at my friends because I'm like, am I crazy or is this like really good? And they were like, oh,
Amazing.
it was so good. And I hope people check it out. It's street parking, but it's really easy and it gets popping at night if you like live music. And I think they have
coming
DJs on
Monday?
weekends.
Monday post.
Definitely it will be coming, but I take forever to get a reel together.
I've been getting like
but-
that lately.
Yeah, but and they have brunch, which I'm sure is popping too.
And it's like right across the street from Nickel City. So
Yes.
solid location.
Yeah. Afterwards, we walked to Nickel City.
Oh, yeah?
Like, literally right there. It's also by Poeta, if you want, like, wine or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, big fan. So
Okay. That's a great recommendation.
Yes. Those are my top 3.
Love it.
It was a busy month.
I know.
Love that
Now,
for
do I
us.
drink to get over my hangover, or do I just try to relax?
Yeah, what's your plan?
Y'all Out Boy is at Stubbs tonight, which is huge for them as being like a local cover band. They're playing at Stubbs.
That is huge.
That's cool. If you don't know them, they're an emo cover band, but they're like the best of the best in Austin.
They've been going strong for like a decade.
That's
almost.
crazy.
It's wild. Like, good for them.
So I might go.
They invited me too, and I was like, ooh, I want to go, but I'm like, will I be tired by then?
I know. That's why it's like you have 2 options. You either drink your way through it, or you just relax.
Yeah, if anyone knows how to rally, it's you.
I know.
If anyone doesn't know how to rally, it's me. But yeah, fun
Amazing.
times. Well, thanks, y'all, for sticking around for
Yes.
another Austin Pod episode. You can follow Anthony at the ATX Drinker or the Whiskey Boys. I'm at 512 Bites or Rachel Lately. And we have socials at the Austin Pod. We'll get those up
Yes.
soon.
If you're seeing this, you're probably now officially seeing everything out there, but
Oh, yeah.
we
Let's
are
hope.
rolling.
Thanks, y'all.
See ya.
And cut.